From out the streets became a millionaire. I know niggas started in the trap and they still there. Remember I was robbing, I bought jewelry and I still wear it. Came a long way with all my niggas and they still here. My big bro behind bars fighting 200 years. I got the call, I lost my dog, I don't know how to feel. Gotta stay on service time, you know it's wartime. I remember I ain't used to leave the house without my 4-5. I ain't got no time. Remember Peppy had to make, he had the stop sign. It was too real. I got my Glock and laid them down, you knew the deal. That's why I moved to the hills and I'm new to it. Cause they ain't showing my dog had to make the news.
Who is Kenoly?
In my eyes, I'm crying purple tears. The streets let me cold-hearted.
Who is Kenoly?
That's why I'm on tour. That's why my house a resort. That's why I got a 4x4. I remember when I was low.
Who is Kenoly?
Hot fences on the police from handcuffs to rollies. These didn't know it.
Who am I?
She claims she know me. I've been counting up the bag. Yeah. I get to load a bag on yens. Go get the birdie. I need some hens. 30 before 30. I've been setting.
I'm a go-getter, hard worker. I am passionate. I'm about my business. Just really all the adjectives that you could put with just being a hard worker. Like, I'm that.
Bad, give me yaya in a vendor door. Give me flooding my wrist is wet. I'm about to pack the whole house, put it inside the suitcase. Put my inside her mouth like it's Crest toothpaste. Yeah, she gave me like a toupee. Got 20, they all my roommates. 10 in the bed, 10 in the pool bay. I need some bread, been trapping for 2 days. If you rockin' with the ops, we gotta wet the block. Got my block in the New York, but I'm Gucci socks. Drip to other can't ride this way. Put my baby mama and my mama in a Bentayga.
Good, let's go.
Kenoly is my oldest son. He's a very smart young man, a very loving child. He's an all-around pretty good child, good kid, if you want to say. He's dedicated to his goals and things that he wants. But overall, he's a very good young man, good, solid young man.
First and foremost, my son. But just a kind, compassionate, driven young man who I've had the privilege to be his mother and watch him blossom throughout his lifetime.
Kenoly is a very bright young man, very sincere, very outgoing. One thing I like about Kenoly that I know of him is that his work ethic, his sincerity, and his willing to really grab life and get all he can out of it.
His drive is what separates him from everyone else. Being like dedicated and committed to something that he's really trying to accomplish. I think that's what sets him apart. You know, all of us have things that we want to do and try to achieve, but you really got to put that effort and that commitment into it to really see it through. And that's what he has at a very early age.
What separates Kenoly from everyone else is the drive that I've not seen on anyone, adult or child, to really work toward his dreams and his goals.
What separates him, his dedication, his integrity, his loyalty, and his willingness not only far as for the game of basketball but what he has in him that I feel that'll help be beneficial to help others.
I honestly really say my work ethic. I feel like it's very few people outworking me. I feel like my work ethic just really speaks for itself, honestly. I mean, I only started hooping like 4 or 5 years ago, so.
All right. I'm finna go all the way through, man. So look, raise my arm.
All right, bet. It's finna be way better than the other day. Watch me turn up, man.
gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it, no kidding. Breaking down a switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to like take off faster. It's in your stance, man. You gotta push off hard with your back foot. So what stance you suggest then? So you wanna lead with your left, push off with your right foot. Like right here? Boom. Yep. Push off.
So holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum just to smoke. Look, listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising, my cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. This ain't that weirdo rap you motherfuckers choose to.
I've been training Kenoly for these last 3 months. It's been a good ride, and it's been good to share my knowledge of the game of basketball and what I can show him to develop at his age and to move forward. He's very dedicated and he's a hard worker. My main focus is to help him develop into an all-around player. Not only that, but to help hone his skills to get the most out of, as far as what he wants to do and where he wants to go. And the most thing I really like about it, I said it before, was his work ethic. And I feel that will not only teach him as far as about the game of basketball, but with his life. He listens, he takes and heed what I'm telling him. He improves each week. He's really putting his all into it.
Not wanting to be the best, but to be my best, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's really me versus me, you know what I'm saying? And just really want to get something. I want to have kids where it's like, I want to be like him, I want to do this, like I want to leave a legacy.
Well, one thing that's special about his work ethic is he's relentless. He really pushes himself to really achieve what he's trying to do. There's oftentimes I tell him that, hey, you should kind of take a break, ease up a little bit, give your body a rest. But what I notice with individuals who really strive for that higher level of achievement, they're like pedal to the metal all the time, and that's pretty much what he has.
The special thing about his work ethic is it's completely unrelenting. He has a one-track mind when it comes to his goals, and this kid is up at the crack of dawn. He's constantly evolving himself to make himself better. He is just unlike anyone I've ever met in the way he goes about achieving his goals.
I swear, bro. Every day. What? 2 strawberry sprinkle donuts? 2 wake-up raps, man.
Terrible diet for a workout.
Be this though. How many people you seen with this? A Kobe polo bear? That's different, bro. That's different. Come on, man. Look, all he do is shake his head, man. Hating, man. He ain't no hater though. But who is this guy? He's a warrior shadow, man. We finna get this good work in, man. You see it, man. Your skills. You become different, bro. You feel me?
Lil TJ, I got a plan to run some bands. You tell me I can, I tell you I am. Free all my brothers that stuck in the can. Glizzy on me 38 on gin. I pack out a million strand. If you won't keep me number for sin. I'm from Japan. I be flexing, you can look at my grand. See me and they know who I am. Lil TJ, oh my god, I'm a fan. Lil TJ, oh my god, I'm a man. I remember I was whipping the pen. Wasn't right, but I did what I can. No, cause I'm just living my life. Remember times when the day wasn't bright. Half a plate of been a 2 liter Sprite. I'ma make sure my high. Commissary and I'm shipping out kites. Taking off, about to book me a flight. They was dancing in the middle of night. Why just started being polite? I remember when I wasn't they type. Now they figure I could better they life.
Going here quick, in and out, cross. Here, cross. Spin move to your flow. Somebody hit you right here. Slower. Right here.
Stop sign, you said you flexible, stop line. And I'm going straight to the top. Watch how I put up shot. Every time I'm on the track, put on the gas, leave the in the past. I remember I was trapped, that in my last. I ain't never even asked. Now I look at y'all and laugh. Man, why don't you look at my dad? It's crazy this happened so fast.
The next one, maybe, after the work. The first one was legit. Let's not overdo it. You should have left it right there on the first one. Coming through.
Him being dedicated to basketball, 1,000%. He's like one of those kids that eat, sleep, drink basketball. So I would say that he's totally committed to it. You know, to like 1,000%.
Lives basketball. That is just almost in his DNA. I can't imagine him at this point without basketball. Everything that he does revolves around his desire to achieve, whether it be school, whether it be his home life, whether it be his friendships. Everything for him kind of revolves around that.
I say 110% dedicated. Like, you know, when people be having to tell me to stay out the gym. So I mean, your people's telling you to stay out the gym, you obviously staying in there too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just real dedicated. One of the biggest challenges 2020 was when I lost my grandpa like a few months back. And the day I found out it actually really didn't even hit me, you know what I'm saying? It hit me like a few weeks later when I had like this 6 a.m. workout. My boy Willie, behind the camera, he was actually going to go film it. And it was at 6 a.m. and I woke up at 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So going into the workout, I was already like all over the place. Cause I'm like, damn, I'm late. And for some reason I had my grandpa on my mind, just like, for whatever reason. So I was going into it already late and I had him on my mind. It was kind of like making me miss more shots than usual or whatever. And just having the pressure, having a camera on you, like, you know, you want to kind of almost be perfect.
Nice, that's it, baby. There you go. Touch, find that touch. Get it up.
So I was kind of missing or whatever, and I had got through the workout or whatever. And then at the end, I had kind of walked away from J Blood, which was doing a workout, and it was kind of like a little disrespectful. And I wanted to tell him what was going on. And then when I told him, you know, when you could kind of barely get it out, like I had said it, and I started tearing up because it was just like, I just was just like so emotional at that point. And he had put his arm around me and kind of talked me down or whatever. And then it was just like, I had felt better after that. But then when I had seen my mom in the car and she was like, you know, why is you crying? I had told her. And it was like, it kind of broke her down because like she was going through the same thing a few weeks ago when it happened. So we had kind of cried it out, you know what I'm saying? So, and we had kind of like fixed it or whatever at that point in time. And then, you know, ever since he left or whatever like that and was in a better place, like we just been receiving so many blessings, all that different type of stuff. So like, I know that they're in a better place and I know right as I'm doing this, he's watching. So, I mean, it's all good over here.
In 5 years, I hope to see him in like college playing ball on a scholarship. If he can achieve something like, I don't know, maybe playing overseas or something like that, that's good too. I know it'll be somewhere around dealing with basketball, but I would definitely like to see him in college playing ball or, you know, dealing with something with basketball, but definitely seeking his education first and foremost.
I definitely like to see him in college, continuing his education, but also living out his dream in whatever way it evolves for him. At this point right now, he's 16, but as he grows and he develops and he's exposed to different parts of the game, I would expect that at some point he might see other sides to the game that might interest him. But really just probably in college, you know, living out his dream, maybe playing overseas, you know, and just setting up those next steps for the next phases of his life.
I hope to see him within 5 years, a good college career. Also, if it'd be playing professional overseas or in the NBA.
I see myself in the league. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I could be in there 6 years, 7 years. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But hopefully in the league, just trying to put in the work to get there. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I just want to be a superstar. I want to have one of my names up there in the Raptors. Leave a legacy. Have people buying my jerseys, all that.
Double up, 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up, I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just
5, 4, 3, 2, that's time. I got to you that money.
How you feel about your journey? Man, I'm far, but I got so much more to go. I'm far, but I'm not as far as I finna be. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see the work that it took to get here. Having this thing shot about me, all that. Right. A lot of trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took a lot to get here, but we still got so many more places to go. And then when we shoot another one, y'all gonna see the progress. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all just stay tuned, man.
Backseat blowing propane. All black, fire gold chains, young rich bossed up on his own, man. My new issue sound like a soul train. Tookie Williams over Coltrane.